if you are able. If you are able, please remain standing for the singing of our national anthem.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command, car ton bras sait porter l'épée, il sait porter la croix. Ton histoire est une épopée des plus brillants exploits. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Please be seated. Welcome, graduates, family, friends, and honored guests to Convocation at the University of Waterloo. My name is Vivek Goel, and it is my honor to serve as President and Vice Chancellor and to join the Chancellor in presiding over today's ceremony where we celebrate our graduates and their accomplishments. Thank you to Julianne de Rocher, our anthem singer today. As we begin today's celebrations, I want to acknowledge that Convocation is a special time for our community. I ask that we all remain respectful of this celebration and of each other during our time together. To our graduates, today we recognize your hard work and dedication. You will cross the stage today having gained more than the lessons learned in the classroom or lab. You have built relationships and made positive contributions to the university and our surrounding community. I also want to acknowledge that our world has faced some big challenges over the last few years. Global issues continue to affect our community in different ways and have played a part in shaping your experiences here. Through it all, you demonstrated resilience and perseverance. These attributes will serve you well as you enter the next phase of your lives. Today's celebration is based on tradition. The Haudenosaunee peoples also have a rich and vibrant culture that embraces knowledge sharing. As such, it is important to reflect and acknowledge that the University of Waterloo's campuses in Waterloo, Kitchener, and Cambridge are situated on the Haldimand Tract, land 6 miles on each side of the Grand River, granted to the Haudenosaunee of 6 nations. The land inside and surrounding the Haldimand Tract, including our Stratford campus, is the traditional territory of the Attawandaron, Anishinaabe, and Haudenosaunee. I also acknowledge and recognize this area is now home to many diverse First Nation, Inuit, and Métis groups. As part of today's ceremony, a number of Indigenous components play a prominent role. Their inclusion reflects our commitment to truth and reconciliation. Our Eagle staff led our procession today ahead of our mace. The mace is a traditional symbol of European origins, while the Eagle staff reflects the wisdom, strength, and honor of those that carry it in representation of nations across Turtle Island. The Chancellor and I are also proud to wear Indigenous beading on our regalia and are grateful to Marilyn Sutherland, a Cree master beader from Kitchener, for her work in adorning our robes. We will start this ceremony with a special Indigenous opening. It is my privilege to welcome the Cedar Hill Singers, including their youth performers, as well as Mayangan Henry, Indigenous Knowledge Keeper. As they make their way to the stage, I would like to extend a special thank you. Elder Henry provides a special Indigenous opening and closing to all of our ceremonies. His words serve an important role in the reconciliation process, and I've seen the impact they have on our graduates, our guests, and our university. Elder Henry.
Hey! Ani bujo, sego, danse, segoli. What you just witnessed was a tradition that goes back a long, long time. We got a chance to watch something very special that moment. Cedar Hill Singers, who's been the heartbeat of our community for many years, is now looking to the next generation. So the young men that you've seen at the drum today are the ones who are picking up that cultural piece that's so important to the Indigenous community. The drum itself, and we say in our language, Dawegan, it carries the messages from our Mother Earth. And they say that when the drum sounds, it's like dancing with our Mother Earth because there is a heartbeat within her. And when we connect ourselves to that heartbeat, we're in perfect rhythm with the earth. And at some point in time, when the settlers came to North America, they actually took away one of the moons that we know represent the cycle around the sun. And so we had a 13 moon calendar, and now it's been reduced to 12. And sometimes the elders are saying that's why we're kind of out of sync with the earth right now. Our climate change issues are attached to that. Our behavior is attached to that. So the drum kind of gets us back in tune with the earth. And when you go to our powwows, you'll see the dancers dance in rhythm. They dance at the same speed as that drum. And when you feel that connection to the earth, there's nothing more beautiful than knowing that you're part of this creation all together. So that's what we still do, and that's what we hope to achieve. But there's another thing that the drum does. It serves as a voice to those who may be now with our Creator. All of us have family, friends that maybe we wish they were here with us today because of their importance in our lives. But for a time, they had to go and be with Creator. So that voice sends a message to them that we're doing a ceremony today. And the ceremony is really important, and we really wish you to be a part of this. So in spirit, all your loved ones are here. All those ones that you know wish were here, still love, they're with us today as they celebrate with you in such a great way. And our elders always talked about how important that is for us to include all of those entities. And it wasn't always our ability as Indigenous people to attend a post-secondary education. There was a time when we were disallowed from actually getting a post-secondary education. Also, we couldn't join the military. We couldn't hire a lawyer. We couldn't congregate in groups of 3 or more in urban settings. I'm not sure if you're aware of that, but it's been a pretty tough history. And then over time, when we began our relationship with the settlers, it all went well until a certain point in time when we became they called it the Indian problem. Now we're getting in the way of them getting resources. And so they had to do something. And that's how the residential school system was created, to keep us from our own ceremonies, our own language, our own ability to share the beautifulness of this land that we come from. And they almost succeeded. At a time in 1492, when Columbus landed here, there was over 60 million Indigenous people. By 1850, we were reduced to 250,000 people left. And genocide was almost accomplished in North America. But we found our way through, even though it's still not a good road, a perfect road, because we still have the murdered missing women, even today, being found in landfill sites in Winnipeg area and other places. We still have child welfare issues, but the reason that we're here tonight or this afternoon is because your school has made a dedication to reconciliation. The leaders of this school has heard those negative stories, and they want to make something change. And they made a dedication, so I honor the leadership of this beautiful institution to commit to reconciliation. And that's what they've done in a very, very meaningful way. So I'd like to thank the leadership, the staff, faculty, and you students for participating in a beautiful way of reconciliation. And we'll do this together. And I think it's a really good time to to share this beautiful world together in a good way. Right now, we're going through pain of the wars that we're seeing. We're going through hardship of poverty and climate issues. But we can do better, and we make that commitment to do better, and I think we will do better. Let's all do it together. Miigwech, I can't wait to see you across the stage this afternoon.
Thank you, Elder Henry. Thank you to our Cedar Hill singers and our new members of the group. Appreciate everything you say and how much you are a deep part of the culture of what we do here. We have a full pack today. Everyone is here. I just want to take a moment, and before I see my eyes just strolling towards this important crew here, I want to take a moment and wave to everyone here on the right. Nice to see you. Welcome. Thank you. And everyone on the left. How are you? How are you? Excellent. Fantastic. And of course, my lovely stage party, and we have countless volunteers, staff, and members of the University of Waterloo community that make your day here perfect and special. So a big round of applause to everyone here today. Okay, now we come to graduates. Graduates, families, friends, and all of your supporters. What a joy it is to see all of you gathered here today to celebrate what is one of life's most meaningful moments. Congratulations to the Faculty of Engineering class of 2025. Now, in case you're wondering who I am Jagdeep Singh Bachair, and it truly is the most humbling honor of my life to serve as the 12th Chancellor of the University of Waterloo. Thank you. Elder Henry, I really appreciate learning from our Indigenous elders and communities that our work here at Waterloo should lead to a sustainable world for future generations. But I also want to add that our work here also includes building the University of Waterloo to Waterloo at 100. And I want to specifically call out our President Vivek Goel and the entire leadership team of this university and the faculty and the staff for their commitment to think about what Waterloo at 100 looks like, especially in times like this, where it is really important to have your sights on a horizon, which is the future, and to be patient to build towards that future. So Vivek, congratulations for all what you have done and all what you continue to believe in and do for the University of Waterloo with our great faculty and staff. My personal connection to this great university goes back more than 30 years. I know, that's a big number. Waterloo is where I earned all 3 of my degrees, back there in the middle and right here. It's also where I had my mind opened, and I started to believe that anything was possible. So whenever I return to this campus, it truly feels like coming home. Most importantly, because my mom and dad live here and they're both in the audience, they're watching me today. My family emigrated to Canada 37 years ago from Nigeria. At the consulate in Lagos, my father asked the immigration officer, "Where should we go? My son needs to go to engineering school and my daughter to medical school." Simple. The officer said, "Waterloo." He was from Waterloo, and that was it. A few months later, the 4 of us landed in Canada, in Toronto. 2 days after that, I started studying mechanical engineering here at UW. I was all of 15 years old. That immigration officer changed the course of my life, and my family's too.
what I have learned, what you all know very well, is that Waterloo is a place of change and innovation. But it is also a place of new, bold beginnings. Now, what is it that supercharges this new, bold beginnings? Curiosity. That means wonder. It means asking audacious questions of yourself and of others. And then you keep asking, what if? I think curiosity is my own superpower. Simple but true. Curiosity is what powered me through my studies on and off campus. Curiosity is what got me to explore after my mechanical engineering degree, studying management sciences, and then eventually finding a way into the world of finance. Curiosity also encourages you and attracts you to new relationships. It is also the reason you get to meet new people, and today it's also special for me. I have my PhD classmate, my best friend Enrique on stage, and his wife Geraldina with us here from Mexico as well. And it's this type of curiosity that builds lifelong relationships for you. It's also what led me to ask a person who came to my class, who I admired, if he would mentor me. And he still gives me great advice more than 30 years later. Now, in my current day job, I serve as the Chief Investment Officer of the University of California. And when I think about my own personal journey in finance, without having had any formal training in finance, I feel like curiosity is what has helped me really double our investment portfolio to 192 billion US dollars. Look, curiosity means I'm always learning. And it is also why I will keep learning for the rest of my life. Now, to be clear, investors talk about risk. Curiosity also means taking risks. But you know what? Not taking risks, I think, is really the biggest risk of all. Because the world will pass you by. Graduates, you have lived through 5 years of head-spinning change. It started out with a global pandemic, then wars, and then a new kind of elections, climate shocks, and just in the last 2 years, the rise of artificial intelligence. Here's what I'll tell you. Don't be scared. Embrace all the new possibilities that come from this change. They are immense, but do not let the world pass you by. But the fact still remains that the world is fundamentally different than when this class of 2025 enrolled. And over the last year and over the last week, as I've interacted with alumni and students and all of the graduates, what makes me really proud to be your chancellor, it's not just your smarts, that's a given. That's what got you here. But it's your courage. The courage to stand up for what's right, to challenge the status quo, to be kind when it's easier not to be, and to choose inclusion, humility, and decency, even when the world, okay, or maybe just your southern neighbor, doesn't always reward those things. People are still cracking about that. Look, these are my Sikh values. These are Canadian values. These are human values. These are Waterloo values. And in the years ahead, I urge you, do not compromise on your values. Because here's the thing. There will be moments when you're asked to. When it would be easier to just go along, to stay quiet, and to follow rather than lead. But I promise you that the world needs leaders who are bold and principled, who innovate not just for profit, but for purpose. We need people like all of you, who will bring people together like you have done today, not push them apart. Now, you may not know exactly where your path leads you from here, and that is perfectly okay. When I left this campus, I didn't know either. I just knew that I was ambitious and I wanted to do big things and I wanted to succeed. And I was curious what success would look like for me. Graduates, frankly, some of you and many of you will go on to build upon the physical infrastructure of this country. You will create new digital infrastructure, including data centers, and figure out how to power them and be more efficient with our power and energy infrastructure in the world. Many of you will come up with new materials to do things. I hope many of you will really focus on curing some of the diseases that still need to be taken care of. Some of you will teach. Some of you will conduct research. I'm confident there'll be many postdocs as I talk to you later today. And many of you will actually shape public policy as you serve in public office. And hopefully, you'll not forget, with aging demographics around the world, you will care for every generation, not just your generation. But you will shape the future. You may go on to earn other degrees. That's cool, maybe not in the front 2 rows. One of you will become, hopefully, the next Prime Minister of Canada. Some of you, I hope, will continue in the tradition of Donna Strickland and win Nobel Prizes for the University of Waterloo. Some may very well become billionaires. It's almost guaranteed with this large a crowd statistically. Here's one thing I'm confident of. One of you will become the next Chancellor of the University of Waterloo. But look, far more important than what you achieve is going to be how you achieve it. My hope is that you never forget the community that raised you. That you stay connected to this university, and that you act as a University of Waterloo ambassador wherever your journey takes you in the world. That you give back, that you lift others up, and you save lives. That you measure your success not just in titles or in dollars, but in the lives that you touch. Be inspiring. And while today is absolutely your moment, there is no questions about it, let's not forget the people who helped get you here. They're seated all around you. We waved to them at the beginning. They're cheering you on. They're watching you online. They're sending you text messages. Maybe they're posting your pictures on Insta. Be very grateful for your parents, your grandparents, your siblings, your mentors, your friends, your partners, and everyone who in some small or big way has played a part in your journey to get you here. Now, we do have a long ceremony today, so I'll do a public service announcement. You have to speed up as you run through the stage today, if we're going to get all of you graduated by the deadline this afternoon. But the fact is, you're ready to do that, And graduates, you are clearly ready because you have what it takes. You know that you're stepping into a world full of complexity, but also it's full of hope, if you dare to shape it. So, I do believe you will shape it. At Waterloo, we say, you're inventors of the future. You're leaders of tomorrow. But you know what? You're also ambassadors of something that is bigger than yourself. Be curious. And remember that childhood wonder that got you here? Keep that childhood wonder alive for the rest of your lives. Class of 2025, you make all of us super proud. We're so excited to see you walk and run through the stage. And I wish you all the very best as you take on the challenges and the opportunities in the days ahead. Congratulations, and wishing you all the best. It is now my pleasure to welcome my friend and Dean of the Faculty of Engineering to the podium, Mary Wells.
Mr. Chancellor, I present Gina Cody. Gina Cody is an engineer, corporate leader, and philanthropist whose contributions to Canadian engineering and society have broken barriers and reshaped the landscape of STEM education. After immigrating to Canada from Iran in 1979, Gina became the first woman in Canada to earn a PhD in building engineering. We're just getting started with what she's done. She built a distinguished career in the private sector, serving as executive chair and owner of CCI Group, Inc., where she led large-scale engineering projects and grew the firm into one of Canada's best managed companies. A respected voice in the profession, she has served on numerous regulatory and advisory bodies and is a fellow of the Canadian Academy of Engineering. Gina currently serves as chair of the board of CAPREIT, Canada's largest publicly traded real estate investment trust, and chair of the board of European Residential, RET. She also sits on the boards of Sienna Senior Living, one of the largest private engineering firms in Canada, and Elliston, the country's largest construction company. In addition, she is the chancellor of Concordia University, where she made a historic $15 million gift in 2018, the largest ever from a woman to a Canadian engineering faculty, leading to the renaming of the Gina Cody School of Engineering and Computer Science at Concordia University. I think I deserve another applause too. The gift established scholarships, funded research chairs, and launched initiatives in diversity and equity, making it the first engineering faculty in Canada named after a woman. She is also an honorary colonel in the 34 Combat Engineering Brigade and the Canadian Armed Forces, and a recipient of the King Charles III Coronation Medal. Recognized with the Order of Canada and named one of Canada's top 25 women of influence, Gina has become an enduring role model for women and underserved communities in engineering. Her story, marked by resilience, service, and generosity, continues to inspire the next generation of leaders to pursue excellence and use their talents in service of a more inclusive world. Mr. Chancellor, in recognition of her leadership, her decades of impact in engineering and business, and her deep commitment to equity in STEM, I ask that you bestow the title of Doctor of Engineering honoris causa upon Gina Cody.
humbled and honored to confer upon you, Gina Cody, the degree of Doctor of Engineering, honoris causa. I extend my sincere congratulations on behalf of the entire University of Waterloo community. Congratulations. Gina.
Wow. Mr. Chancellor Jagdeep Singh Bashar, President and Vice Chancellor Vivek Goel, Dean Mary Wells, Madam Registrar, distinguished guests and graduates, thank you for this honor. Quel plaisir d'être ici avec vous en cette journée formidable. I am humbled and touched by this recognition. On a personal note, my husband, Tom Cody, as well as our eldest daughter, Roya, are proud graduates of the University of Waterloo. I now join them and you as a proud Waterloo alumni. To the class of 2025, I offer you my heartfelt congratulations. You did it! Earning your place at this ceremony requires sacrifice, discipline, adaptability, and perseverance, the very qualities you will need to succeed on the road ahead. The world is facing some of the most urgent challenges in human history. The burden of finding effective solutions will fall on many of you. It is a big responsibility. And to be honest, it won't always go smoothly. Sometimes you will fail. I certainly have. We all do. It's how we learn and grow. So knowing that, be bold and don't give up. Trust your instincts and remember your greatest superpower, the thing that sets you apart from everyone else, is you. As Oscar Wilde famously said, be yourself. Everyone else is already taken. When I was younger, I never dreamed I would earn an honorary degree and speak to a graduating class. I never dreamed that I would become a business leader or have an engineering school named after me. But it all came true. And I learned many lessons along the way. I learned from my mistakes. And I never gave up. Today, I want to share with you 3 values that have propelled my life and success. Values I believe are more essential than ever. The knowledge you have gained during studies is powerful. How you apply your knowledge with curiosity, empathy, and kindness will shape the world around you. So first, be kind. You will find much more joy in your life if you surround yourself with people who respect and care for you. And that goes both ways. Show care and respect for your colleagues and others in your life. Studies show that kindness lowers stress, anxiety, and even blood pressure. As Dalai Lama has said, be kind whenever possible. It is always possible. Second, as Chancellor said, remain curious. Curiosity is a human instinct. Albert Einstein said, "I have no special talents. I am only passionately curious." It seems to have served him well. In the age of artificial intelligence, our curiosity is our own superpower. Third, when we apply our curiosity to other people, it becomes something even more powerful. It becomes empathy. Empathy is the key to innovation. At a time when artificial intelligence, automation, and algorithms are reshaping our world, the ability to care about other people is absolutely critical. And I believe it will be your greatest competitive advantage. Empathy is the reflex to ask, what is it like to walk in their shoes? What am I missing in my perspective? And how can I build something that is just, inclusive, and meaningful? It is curiosity that drives empathy. And empathy humanizes technology. Empathic people lead better teams. To be curious about other people's lives, their pain and their joys, will be what keeps our technology humane and our leadership ethical. As you go forward, remember to live by the values of kindness, curiosity, and more importantly, empathy. These values will guide you well, even when the path is unclear and the challenges are daunting. Graduates, I wish you continued joy, success, and empathy. May your journeys be filled with kindness. Members of the University of Waterloo community, thank you again for this honor. Merci beaucoup et bonne chance.
Congratulations, Gina, and thank you for your dress. I don't know, Jagdeep, she's pretty passionate, you know. She's a fellow chancellor. You might have to amp it up a little bit. I'm just joking, Jagdeep, I'm joking. All right. Anyway, I'm just teasing you, Jagdeep. We love you. In the room, we have two chancellors right now. That's right. So. Anyway, it's such a pleasure to be here with you, and it has been such a true honor to serve as your dean these past 5 years. To our graduates, your families, your friends, and everyone who has supported you along the way, welcome here today. To the class of 2025, you hold a special place for me in my heart. For those of you in undergraduate programs, we began this journey together. Your first year as students and mine as dean in 2020. That makes today especially meaningful for me. My sincerest congratulations to each of you. This day is yours. You've earned it through hard work, persistence, and a remarkable amount of resilience. Completing an engineering degree at Waterloo is no small feat. As I tell the first years, it's very difficult to get into Waterloo engineering and even more difficult to get out. But you're getting out. I hope you feel proud of everything you've accomplished. All of you started this chapter during a global pandemic, navigating remote learning, uncertainty, and a world that felt anything but stable. Yet through it all, you adjusted. You persevered. That ability to meet challenges head-on will serve you for the rest of your life. You are also graduating at a historic moment for Canadian engineers, the 100th anniversary of our Iron Ring ceremony. For a century, Canadian engineers have worn this ring as a quiet symbol of our professional responsibility. It reminds us that every calculation, every design, and every decision matters. It calls on us to lead with honesty, integrity, and care, and I would add empathy based on Gina's talk. And it urges us to put people first, to use our skills to build a world that is safer, fairer, and more sustainable. These values are core to what we believe at Waterloo Engineering. We've always held that knowledge should be shared, that innovation is a team effort, and that real leadership begins with listening and learning. Those values are reflected in who you are as Waterloo graduates. You've shown up for one another. You've solved hard problems. You've grown, adapted, and pushed forward, even when things were uncertain or difficult. Now you're ready to take the next step. And the world needs what you bring: your ambition, your ideas, your curiosity, and your compassion. As you leave here today, I hope you take with you more than the technical knowledge you've gained. Carry the spirit of this place, the friendships you've built, the conversations that challenged you, the moments that sparked your own personal growth. Stay connected to Waterloo, of course, but also to the values that have shaped your time here: curiosity, collaboration, and a commitment to making a difference in the world. Whatever comes next, whether you're stepping into a new job, continuing your studies, launching something of your own, or just still figuring it all out, you have what it takes to move forward with purpose and meaning. Congratulations again, class of 2025. We are so very proud of you. Mr. Chancellor, Mr. Vice Chancellor, I now request that you confer the degrees upon the graduands of the Faculty of Engineering.
Would the members of the graduating class please rise up? Mr. Chancellor, I present to you those scholars who have fulfilled the statutory requirements laid down by the Senate of the University that they may be admitted to their various and several degrees.
By virtue of the authority vested in me and in the university, I hereby admit you to your various and several degrees, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining. Congratulations, class of 2025.
Thank you. Please be seated. It is now my pleasure to welcome your class valedictorian, Michael Hanley, to the podium to address our graduating class.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chancellor, Vice Chancellor and President Goel, Dean Wells, members of Convocation, guests, and of course, our fellow graduates. Welcome to the Convocation for the class of 2025. Again, my name is Michael Hanley, and I'm with the Nanotechnology Engineering Program, and I'm absolutely humbled and honored to be giving this speech to you this afternoon. Now, I want everybody to take a couple seconds to close their eyes and think about what you've been able to do over the last 5 years. Now, going through your memories, you start thinking about what you've done all the way from 1A leading up to 4B. You start thinking about what's happened during your co-ops. You throw a couple curveballs in there, and we open our eyes and we're back to this moment. So what did you actually think of? It might have been a recent memory like going to IRS. It might have been the joy of writing and getting back your very first midterms. Or it could have been the late nights at one of the best establishments in Waterloo, Phil's. The point is, I think we can all agree that it went by a little bit too fast. And personally, when I do this exercise of reflecting over this past 5 years, I realize I've had a lot of great times, a fair bit of bad times as well, but there's one thing I'd like to share with you all today that I learned a little bit late in school. And that lesson was that the ordinary can be extraordinary. That might seem a little bit counterintuitive at first, but if we look at it a little bit further, I think there's a fantastic meaning behind this. Coming out of high school, each and every one of us were at the top 1% of your school. We're all very ambitious, driven, and striving for perfection. Then transitioning to university, that spark and drive for success still shine brightly within each and every one of us. And it shows in what we've been able to do as a graduating class, with many of us going off to top companies in the world, doing groundbreaking research, and even starting our own companies. We all have big dreams and aspirations, but sometimes in the pursuit of said goals, at least I've personally experienced that sometimes you can get lost. Sometimes you get so caught up in achieving your future dreams that you miss out on what's right in front of you, what's going on in the present. Now, there's this relevant short story I want to share with all of you from a recent Pixar movie some of you might know. It's called Soul. Now, this story is about a fish. They swim up to this older fish and ask, "I'm trying to find this thing called the ocean." "The ocean?" says the older fish. "That's what you're in right now." "This?" says the younger fish. "This is water. What I want is the ocean." That's it. A very short story, I know, but I think there's something very valuable that can be learned from the younger fish. The younger fish is in the pursuit of something grand. This idea that something will make them happy or something that will complete their life, but they already had what they wanted and needed all around them. That can represent each of us as we walk through life. We will all chase our dreams, but some of us might get so fixated on it that we miss out on some of the special little moments along the way. And it's these moments along our journey, something that might seem ordinary at face value, which is something that could have an outstanding impact on your life and well-being, which is why the ordinary can be extraordinary. Each and every one of us can look at something we might have taken for granted, something as simple as getting morning coffee with your friends before class, dumb late night conversations until 3 in the morning, or eating fantastic food like Laziz, and then realize, damn, I'm really gonna miss this. And with most of us parting ways after today, Dr. Seuss summed this feeling up perfectly, that you really don't know the value of a moment until it becomes a memory. And I, unfortunately, along with most of you today, are only realizing now just how true that is. I honestly believe that we have some of the brightest young minds in the world right here, right now. And it's genuinely a privilege to be graduating alongside you all. I know that we're all capable of changing the world as we know it. So if there's one thing I want to challenge you all to do, is this: that in the pursuit of your future goals, ensure that you try and experience everything that life has to offer. As great as achieving your biggest goals feels, if you've never gotten to experience life at the end, was it really worth it? You have to appreciate all the big and little things. Make memories that last a lifetime. You'd be surprised with how some of the most ordinary things at first become some of your best memories, like a casual walk that turns into some of the best laughs you've had in a long time. Having a quick FaceTime to catch up with someone you haven't seen in a long time as well, or even just looking at the stars. There's so much beauty to be found in life, so ensure that you experience as much as you can. And if you've gotten sick of this phrase, well, too bad. I hope that all of you can realize after today that the ordinary can be extraordinary. Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2025.
My name is Sean Fafaro, and it is my privilege to read each graduate's name as they cross the stage today. But before we begin, just a few brief housekeeping notes just to help the ceremony run smoothly. To our guests, as I mentioned before, we kindly ask that you please stay in your seats as your graduate crosses the stage. You can take photos from your seats, however. Professional photographs are being taken of every graduate, and there's ample opportunity for photos at the reception that follows outside. To our graduates, this is your moment. Enjoy it. As you cross the stage, please face the audience, smile, feel free to wave to your family and friends. Take it all in. You've earned it. We'll begin with the conferral of doctoral degrees one at a time, followed by masters 3 at a time, and finally, our bachelor's graduates 1 at a time. And with that, this is the moment you've all been waiting for. It's my pleasure to present the graduating class of the Faculty of Engineering. Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates in the degree Doctor of Philosophy. Dr. Mohammed Agai Forushani. Dr. Khaja Wahab Ahmed. Dr. Moin Ahmed. Dr. Bahare Arab. Dr. Masa Golchubian. Dr. Sarah Khorasani. Dr. Faeze Iranmanesh. Dr. Hyo-won Lee. Dr. Zhongyi Liu. Dr. Dening Liu. Dr. Abhishek Mishra. Dr. Ashirbad Pradhan. Dr. Nahid Ratmati. Dr. Vidyasagar Rajendran. Dr. Aravind Ravi. Dr. Sarah Sadder. Dr. Hyun-Soo Song. Dr. Yasser Syed Ahmed Abdelaziz Marous Shama. Dr. Debella Tesfaye Tadele. Dr. Nicholas Torenvliet. Dr. Alexandru Andrei Vasile. Dr. Jun Wang. Dr. Aaron Yip. Dr. Hao Yu. Dr. Yi Yuan. Mr. Chancellor, I now present the candidates in the degree Master of Applied Science. Mohammed Ashraf Mohammed Abdulnabi, Negar Akbarnia, Bhavesh Balaji. Dency David, Lily DeLoe, Rachel Marie DeMaio. Casey Louise Dudding, Chun Chang Feng, Fatima Giasi. Sharzad Godrati, Yansong Hu, Sahar Kalani. Sajad Kazemi, Diraj Khanna, Joshua Kenito Kunihiro. Tianyu Liu, Yijie Liu, Pardis Mehinrad. Aditya Patel, Muhammad Ilyas Patel, Harish Prakash. Ryan Nabil Schmallenberg and Aditola Titcomb, Adam Robert Turner. Samantha Yusas, Alchris Warren, Sarah Julia Werizak. Trevor Yu, Marta Zheplinska. Mr. Chancellor, I now present the candidates in the degree Master of Engineering. Sadaf Anwar, Amlan Nazmul Hai Audrey, Junyan Chen. Harsha Vardhan Varma Datla, Parth Yogesh Deshpande, Kaylin Feng. Si Yingol, Ji Yangjin, Mandeep Kaur Johal. Harish Krishnamurthy Murali, Kian Lin, Yu Jun Liu. Riju Mukherjee, Divya Naikin, Hamad Nasir. Shu Yang Ning, Yat Chun Nu, Obioma Ermoshele Prosper. Smit Vinod Kumar Patel, Runfang John, Pride Sodani. Mahbube Taftian, Chloe Tsui, Srujani Vadikonda. Mohammed Hossein Zarifi, Yu Chen Zhang, Yu Chi Zhang. Yi Bei Zhao. That concludes our master's graduates. Mr. Chancellor, I now present the candidates in the degree Bachelor of Applied Science, Biomedical Engineering. Sarah Grace Abalera. Rojan Akrami. Noura Aziza Almawi. Zain ul Abidin Altaf. Asma Ansari. Noemi Arsenault. Rashmi Audyapen. Divesh Bansal. Ishan Bhatia. Nishit Rajesh Kumar Beda. Eugene John Bosca. Tom Chu. Jennifer Chung. Lily Clark. Reese Cornelius. Julia Cosma. Victor Crisan. Marie DeMay. Makeda Dickinson. Sean DeMello. Michael Frew. Adhavan Gananathan. Karen Hanna. Saad Hossein. Chi Ji Emily Hu. Abby Madison Forster Israel. Jordan Kasra Jamali. Hamdan Javed. Mara Jenkins. Joanne Hosun Jo. Jae Young Kang. Huang Bao Kan Lee. Jacqueline Olivia Lee. Karen Lee. Grace Joy Lee. Vicky Lee. Sophia Lolino. Emma Lauren Louie. Kelly Liu. Ethan G. Yong Luk. Shrey Mahay. Mohammed Keith Majani. Ryan Matty. Bhavisha Mistry. Joseph Edward Mitchell. Isa Mohideen. Michael Donald Murray. Chantel Charlize Ng. Wei Hong Ni. Mary Tadesse Negusi. Rachel Grace Norman. Marley O'Connell. Cooper Ernest Owen. Sirat Parmar. Harishik Rikin Patel. Shreya Pavar. Ria Prakash. Raida Afrida Perona. Catherine Kin. Allison Mackenzie Ranger. Philippa Grace Reed. Sofia Rodriguez Suarez. Sean Kenneth Rose. Saniha Betul Sarakaya. Kyle Bruno Shenna. Rebecca Hannah Schutz. Caitlin Alexa Serrao. Isha Sharma. Anudi Isiri Sirimana. Adalia Emily Spadafora. Samuel Swiss. Amina Fatima Syed. Sammy Stephanie Seto. Naomi Eskinder Thomas. Lauren Toy. Hannah Maria Trubb. Jennifer Tsai. Nicholas Morrow Virzi. Brooklyn Yue Wong. Judy Lee Wu. Rochelle Ray. Christina Xie. Brian He Yan. Jessica Yuting Yang. Divyajit Zala. Yansong Ju. Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates in the degree Bachelor of Applied Science, Chemical Engineering. Our first graduate is also the recipient of the Roy Duxbury Leadership Award for showing outstanding leadership throughout their academic career in the Faculty of Engineering, Khadija Abdi. Hannah Adi. Ibitayo Aderike Adeyemo. Samia Ahmed. Imad Alam. Aknan Omar Ali. Hada Al-Malki. Megan Laura Almeida. Samuel Asrat. Aiden Levi Belding. Aisha Oluwabosula Biobaku. Tyler Darren Blair. Melina Brajuka. Sophie Morgan Campbell. Joe Alexander Cedillo Yanez. Brian Tak Tai Chow. John Yi Chen. Susan Chen. Ife Chen. Ethan Cruz Coutinho. Leah Rose Davis. Tanika Katan Desai. Danielle Catherine Downs. Robert Miro Duff. Sam Irfani. Julia Ursil. Zara Uduxi. Daniel Adolfo Fonseca Cerrado. Cole Martin Fredericks. Max Frudenthaler Galvin. Rebecca Fu. Shunam Ghosh. Ethan James Gill. Joshua Adam Godzes. Bavneet Kaur Grewal. Ansh Gupta. Ariba Hassan. Evan Michael Hatanaka. Sarah Holoka. Benjamin Yuan Huang. Calvin Huang. Cedric Jean-Charles. Abhirami Jivanathan. Heidi Jiang. Samuel Adam Freeman Juvatopoulos. Vivek Kapoor. Abhaya Karvakar. Manal Binte Iqbal Khan. Samin Wafa Khan. Simran Arif Khan. Anirudh Kilambi. Aryum Kim. Donghoon Kim. Rachel Renee Kumara. Joseph Kwan. Eric Kiet Lam. Benjamin Chang Chuan Lee. Thomas Lee. Youngwoo Lee. Jody Amanda Lung. Benjamin Joel Ling. Gavin Jia Wen Lu. Marcus Liu. Matthew Liu. Omer Ilker Livarkin. Zhao Rong Esther Lu. Long Dok Lu. Sarah Lindsay Ma. Leah Jade Metcalf. Adil Naim. Brendan Ng. Daniel Nguyen. Hoang Vinh Phoc Nguyen. Olutamilore Ogunleye. Ebenehita Filipa Okoobo. C. On Park. Christian Patroyu. Julia Xia Ying Patterson. Robert David Petrocia. Daniel Thomas Petsinis. Jonathan Alexander Pileggi. Ethan Michael Porter. Riley Purdy. Madeline Moretti Sane. Manal Salam. Brittany Sao. Maeve Elizabeth Sito. Mohammed Imad Eldin Shawan. Govind Sharma. Michael Robert Shelley. Thushani Sivaniswaran. Connor John Smith. Michael Jeffrey Smith. Hyunju Song. Nalen Suganten. Louise Merrill Ann Tazon. Vaishala Thiradnyanya Sampantar. Shersta Nanita Thomas. William John Ross Trashmontaine. Kyle Vandermeulen. Caitlin Wager. Wamia Wamia. Vivian Wanping Su. Zoe Yutong Wei. Alexander Edward Winter. Shijie Su. Zhang Rei Shu. Alan Zhang. Hao Jie Zhang. Mary Ann Zhang. Sonita Zlobek. Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates in the degree Bachelor of Applied Science, Nanotechnology, Engineering. Parth Agarwal. Syed Basam Ali. Mandeep Anand. Arjun Ananta Krishnan. Chase Alexander McDougall Balbon. Benjamin Menachem Barzev. Aliaskar Benwanganwala. Joshua Parker Bell. Sean Adam Benedict. Jason Birdie. Whiskey Vince Cabrera. Leonardo Cabrera Ortiz. Andreina Elilia Camano Alcedo. Owen Michael Radford Carruthers. Anmol Chandi. Samiha Chatu. Peter Chen. Jaden Kyle Chin. Jonathan Gary Ming N. Chin. Nicholas Chung. Mohammed Hamza Kurte. Rand Dakil. Shamaliswari Dayanandan. Joshua Scott Dembicki. Sasha Dingra. Arian Deer. Natalie Morgan Fudge. Vicente Garrido Portilla. Elizabeth Eve Gavronsky. Nakia Gulab. Olivia Faith Graham. Anthony Hang Nok. Michael Yuri Hanley. Christina Murad Hanna. Sean Benjamin Hua. Dale Huang. Gena Singh Jog. Darsh Kanani. Anthony Warren Edward Keene. Cameron Robert Thomas Kiesig. Eugene Kim. Brandon Kong. Stephanie Ya Poji. Siddharth Krishnamurthy. Monica Kutnick. Lee Jun Liu. Zoe Gui Yi Lucier Gibbons. Alexander James McGrath. Joshua Reese McGrath. Timothy Manuel. Matthew Thomas Meriden. Benjamin Matthew Markovic. Anna Matovic. Philip Michich. Kiran Dareem Mungru. Paul No. Daniel Danchi Nguyen. Aiden Nicoletta. Dexter New. Asil Osman. Dhruv Patel. Valusha Pereira. Aman Kimji Prasad. Emily Grace Pierce. Laika Nadine Bolivar Pinlock. Ziyi Chu. Alyssa Ripla. Ashvika Chandrabose. Sukji Shin. Daniel Steinbach. Ethan Werner Singh. Jaden D. Smith. Michaela Spiro. Shrisha Srinivasa. Joshua Martin Stevens. Wyatt Douglas Sullivan. Hannah Grace Toy. Kaylin Ann Valancourt. Mahilan Varatharuban. Michael Vasilchenko. Hayagriv Viru. Andrew Wang. Aliyah Warsi. Tiffany Sarah Wijarama. Samuel Aria Woldegabriel. Ziying Yang. Melissa Zhang. Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates in the degree Bachelor of Applied Science, System Design Engineering. Hassan Alawi. Madhav Anugopal. Kavya Arun. Ragad Asfur. Sean Dylan Ashley. Maya Babulal. Nicholas Barton. Oana Binder. Venul Jayatra Boyagoda. Catherine Ann Burns. Kayla Shenye. Skylar Chu. Darren K.Y. Choi. Sabina Sismas. Alex Svetik. Sandra Rachel Davis. Muhammad Dawood. Jennifer Bailey Dryden. Jacques Eshkenazi. Gregory Yoshi George Fuzi. Curtis Kenneth Franz. Tong Ying Han. Nirmal Shrikant Hegde. Sophie Gabrielle Hermans. Rakshita Jain. Neha Javed. Rishi Jivakumar. Ganan Jivaretnam. Julia Ju. Narasimha Kalimipali. Shun Yin Lam. Giuseppe Tiago Evaristo Lamonica. Sean Christopher Alvarez Lazaro. Sydney LeBlanc. Sabrina Erica Lee. Carl Alexander Lerdorf. Cheryl Lee. Carl Adam Reginald Linton. Alan Ki Yu Liu. Calvin Liu. David Liu. Minghao Liu. Tony Yi Hong Lu. Faith Wai Ching Lum. Aswika Manivanan. Anna Maingo. Brendan Joshua Marshall. Maxwell Mastali. Lana McKay. Siddhartha Mittal. Daniel Montazeri. Our next graduate is also the recipient of the John Fisher Award for Leadership for showing outstanding leadership throughout their academic career in the Faculty of Engineering, and also the recipient of the Pearl Sullivan Emerging Global Leaders Award for demonstrating a proven track record of leadership through participation in extracurricular and volunteer activities. Double award winner, Jocelyn Murphy. When the Chancellor asks for a selfie, you don't say no. Edward Na. Christine Yen Mei Ing. Nicholas Michael Ing. Tiffany Nye. Christopher Kazuo Roy Oka. Mayura Omkara Ruben. Gaurav Padhai. Devanshi Paliwal. Nicholas Palmar. Chaitya Ankur Patel. Neelong Patel. Parmin Suketukumar Patel. Parth Sunil Kumar Patel. Laura Christina Persicini. Serena Punawala. Suhima Rahman. Tara Rao Pandit. Iknur Kaur Rewal. Nathaniel Isaac Ricker. Jason Bernardo Rodriguez. Janani Satkunaraja. Shivam Sharma. Aisha Shibli. Nathan Sufantong. Tiffany Holga Teng. Chi Tien. Ray Win Tsai. Maya Tsi. Sean Vasserman. Amin Wali Atai. Kevin Wong. Azan Wazir. Brian Wijaya. Elizabeth May Wong. Evan Matthew Wong. Jonathan Wong. Esther Shin. Ibrahim Ghassan Yaqub Aga. Eric Yan. Kabishan Yohanathan. Anson Yu. Wen Ching Amanda Yu. Matthew Zhang. Yan Zhong. Amber Yufei Zhuang. Now, Mr. Chancellor, I know you love a good selfie. Yesterday, you and I took a selfie, and we matched perfectly. We had the yellow phone cases. I see you've changing color every day. You have purple today? Well, what if I told you I switched to purple today as well? Now, to make it even more perfect, hold on. I think we now need a selfie.
Okay, fantastic. Oh, hang on. There we go. Wow. That is so cool.
This works out great for you because you get a giant round of applause now. Your final graduate, Xin Yu Zhou. Congratulations to all of our graduates in the Faculty of Engineering.
Mr. Chancellor, I now request you to confer in absentia the various and several degrees upon those candidates who were approved by Senate but were unable to be present for today's convocation.
I confer the degrees in absentia. Thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
To our new graduates, new alumni, my heartfelt congratulations on this accomplishment. To our newest honorary degree recipient, Dina Cody, it's a pleasure to have you now join the class as an alumnus, and your husband and your daughter. Thank you very much. Thank you to all the family and friends who've gathered here today to join our graduates in this celebration and for supporting them during their academic journey. And to our new graduates, thank you. You now join our global community of more than 250,000 alumni, helping our institution stay connected to the world around us. Waterloo graduates are known for integrating knowledge and innovation across disciplines. They are known for their courage, creativity, and resilience. Above all, they are known for approaching challenges in unique ways and uncovering impactful solutions. At Waterloo, we think differently, act with purpose, and work together to make the world a better place. Take the knowledge and inspiration that you have acquired here, as many before you have, and make a difference in the world. As you have benefited from attending Waterloo, this institution has benefited from having you as a part of our community. We wish you all the best in the future. Now, it is my pleasure to welcome back Elder Henry, Indigenous Knowledge Keeper, to provide the closing.
Ani wujo sego danse maingan indigenicas deshkan zibi and don jaba maing dodam. Can you repeat that? No, you don't have to do that. Anyway, I was watching you go by, and the faces and the happiness and the smiles just, I felt it in my heart. Kind of like the drum that was out here earlier. You can feel it in your heart. When there's something nice going on inside of you, your heart tells you that it's warm and comfortable. And so what I seen as you were going by made me feel that way. And it brought me back to a story, you know, that we were always in our communities. We have celebrations too, but they're a little bit different from how we celebrated today with you. The way that you've learned in school are kind of like how you're sitting right now. You have a professor, and then you're kind of sitting in the rows like this. But the Indigenous people kind of do things a little different. They feel that the circle is even a little bit stronger. So I'm going to ask for your thought for a minute to think about being in a circle rather than the way you're sitting right now. And imagine in that circle all your friends, your family, those that supported you, your your students that helped you along, everybody who should be there. Maybe they're part of your circle. Inside the middle of that circle is the fire, the one that I talked about, how it gives you light and warmth. And you can look at that fire and it has a comforting feeling for you. Kind of like those that go camping. You sit around the campfire and it just has a nice crackle, a nice sound to it. And just a beautiful thing. So when we sit in a circle, we feel the strength of life itself. Because what we're told by our elders was life is a circle. You are born as a child, you become a teenager and you're kind of rebellious and you kind of find your path sometimes. And then you become an adult where you have to work and you raise your children and do all those things. But another time comes when you become older. And at that age of an elder, you become pretty wise and you try to help your family and to grow with the experiences that you have and all the beautifulness that you've learned. And life makes that complete circle. And then we have to travel back to Creator's world at some point. So the elder's role in the circle is so important that we like to invite them into your circle. And I'm going to invite one particular elder into the circle today. You might have got a chance to know him. Elder Bill, who was a part of the Faculty of Engineering, dedicated a lot of his energy and time to help support students. But he also brought his cultural component in, where he wanted you to learn about the history of this land, and very much so wanted that to be included in your education. Elder Bill had to go be with his ancestors just the other night. We know that we think about him now. We will have a fire for him next week, and that's what we do when somebody moves on to Creator's World. But if you knew him at all, he would like to challenge you about things. He wouldn't, he'd like to teach you, but he would make sure that you learn something. And so I think what he would ask you today is, now that you've completed your degrees and you've done all this work, what are you going to do with it? Like, are you going to, maybe a suggestion he would make would be, think about the land that you live on. Think about the water that we need for survival and how sacred it really is. Think about your generations to come. Not just your generation, but your children, your grandchildren, and generations to come. And maybe the challenge from him would be to please consider that as part of your professional and personal lives, to think about the land. And let's do something better, because when I see climate change, when I see the wars around the world right now, when I see the hardship that people are living under, it doesn't need to be that way. And the elders would always say, what could be the medicine for the problems that we face today? And one of them will be, in my language, we use the word zagidwin. And if I translate it to English, it would be love. And I think love is medicine. Love is something that can help resolve issues around the world. Love can help us grow and be better people. But we can also give thanks to those ancestors for helping us understand what that means. So I think and I know some of you will be coming back, but if you're on your journey now to professional careers, I'd like you to remember University of Waterloo in this way, the words, I love you. which is so important for us to hear and so important for you to know that you are loved here, and I know that's true. With that said, have a great evening with your family and friends. Celebrate, be safe, and we do love you. Zagidwin. Miigwech, everybody.
Thank you once again, Elder Henry, and we remain very grateful for your contributions and those of our now expanded Cedar Hill singers to today's ceremony. Now, all the words of wisdom that we've heard from Elder Henry right at the beginning and here towards the end are important for us to take note, because these contributions are an important reminder of the work that is underway and the work that still needs to be done in recognizing all of those historical and the ongoing wrongs that have been perpetrated against Indigenous peoples, and the legacy of colonialism that is still in place today. So there is more work to be done, and I'm sure they will all join us in doing this work. Now, today is about you. Today has been fantastic. You're all ready for tomorrow, but let's take a moment and remember tomorrow is Father's Day. I have my dad over here. Happy Father's Day in advance. And for everyone here, let's say Happy Father's Day. Make sure you celebrate all of your tomorrows by being colorful, and have a great time, and keep bottling up all this energy you brought with you on stage today for the rest of your lives. Be curious and keep your childhood curiosity alive. Thank you very much for a beautiful afternoon, and go and celebrate. Convocation is now officially adjourned. Please rise if able and stay at your place while the stage party departs. Thank you.